Oh yeah. Ho ho ho! Speed bumps and everything, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get it. I have gone too far. Oh my God, have I gone too far? Yup. I want to make this video like 40 minutes long to talk about all the features this bike has, but I can't because you ain't gonna watch it. So there'll be chapters down below and we'll go through it and run down as many of the settings and things that I could cover in less than 20 minutes. Let's get it.
Hey guys, this is the Diton Tank e-bike, and the name fits because this thing is an absolute unit. It brings that motorcycle style design with a big, bold frame, and it has a massive integrated basket right in the center. Let's talk power, because that's the first thing that you feel. It's running dual motors, each peaking at 1500 watts for a combined 3000 watts of peak power. It has a full twist grip throttle, and the tank can go up to a claimed 31 miles an hour. Now, when you've got that kind of power, you want a bike that handles bumps with ease. Up front, there's a suspension fork with preload and lockout, and you've got rear suspension backing it up. Pair that with those chunky 20 by 4.5 inch knobby tires, and the ride feels surprisingly great, and it handles off-road easily. Powering the tank is a 48 volt, 26 amp hour battery. Depending on how you ride, they're estimating between 43 to 56 miles of range. For stopping power, the tank uses 160mm hydraulic disc brakes, and they handle the speed really well. Even with the bike weighing a solid 116 pounds, the braking still feels controlled. You've got blinkers, a bright headlight, and a rear brake light, so visibility is not an issue. And the one thing I have to mention again is that large built-in basket. It's part of the frame. It's not something that you have to buy separate and slap on the bike. And it really adds to the overall unique look of the tank. Alright, enough from me. Let's hit the road with Jay and see what this thing can really do.
So as always, when we first get on these bikes, we're gonna talk about the comfort. Now the comfort on this bike is interesting because I'm 6'1", so I could stand up, put it between my legs, no problem at all. Pedaling on this is not gonna be fun because you're not gonna get a full extension of your leg, so it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's very reminiscent to that of like a 2000s moped or a cafe racer. I can't even pedal with this, it just feels weird. So we're gonna test this out, test out the speed. Before we start talking about the speed, let's talk about that throttle a little bit. Full twist. Oh my God, why don't more companies do this? And this bike, even when you look at it, it just looks like a motorcycle. It's what it looks like. Before we talk about the speed on this and really get into the review of this bike, I wanna note that it actually has a license plate bracket on the back, but there is no indication anywhere of a VIN number. So I'm not entirely sure how you would, if you're in an area that needs to register this. But it does have a bracket, so we're moving in the right direction. If you're looking up the display, we have two different. We have a front and a rear, and you're able to adjust whether you on dual motor, both on, front only, rear only, and I absolutely love that. So we have a 750 in the front, 750 in the rear, and they peak at 1500 watts. Now, when you look at the website, it says that is 3000 watts. What they mean is combined 3000 watts. And let's see how much power that can put to the ground. Pedal assist 2. Three. Ooh, you hear that motor? That sounds good. 4. 5. You can see the wattage output of that. You can see it's not hitting that 1500, but we are at 1250. Now what's interesting is when I just do this with no weight on this, that says 38 miles per hour. So what we're gonna do real quick, we're gonna stop the bike and we're gonna change the motor output because it actually shows as 36. Once I put that side stand down, let me just show you real quick. We'll put the side stand down. We'll do the one wheel. So you see there, 37 kind of shuts. I actually went to 40 and shuts down. So what we're gonna do is it's a little It's a little interesting how you get to this menu. So you're gonna double tap, and then it says rear driver. You press up, dual driver, front driver, rear driver. We're gonna do dual. And now we're gonna go, oh, that's, okay, there's your power. Oh yeah. Let's see if we get to that speed now. Do you hear that motor? There it is. All right, we're gonna try that stretch one more time. I think the speed limit here is 35. Let's test it. Good. So 35 miles per hour. It said 38, I think, when we did it solo with no weight on it. So 35 is more than adequate. I am very happy with that 35. What's interesting is hopefully the camera is picking this up on this hub. So we have dual motor right now, active, right? So just double tap this. Let me just show you. Dual driver, it's active, it's good. What's interesting is when you get to, I guess, something that's programmed in the controller, notice how it gives you a little bit of power there. The rear takes over, and then the front goes back down. I mean, that is, okay, that's intuitive. I don't know if I've seen a lot of hubs, aside from the Anioki, which is a $5,000 e-bike, do something similar to that where it shows both dials. I've never seen it where it kind of delivers the power equally to get you where you need to go, shut that motor down, conserve battery. I mean, we haven't even talked about the brakes or the suspension yet. I'm more focused on that. The dual's gonna get you where you need to go, and then that single is gonna keep you at that spot. That is a win. So let's talk a little bit about the braking, because I feel like that's super important with the weight of a bike that's 120 pounds. Very important. 160 millimeter disc in the front and the rear. I would have liked to seen 180s or 203s. Not because of the speed we're going, because this can stop, right? Like this. And my handlebars went forward. Yes. Well, I guess that's a perfect time to adjust those. There we go. Okay, so well, apparently it just shut down too. It said, ooh, I didn't know what that was. Oh, so much force that battery moved forward. Oh my God. Well, there you go. Okay, so you saw that, right? Battery moved forward, whole thing just shut down. I thought it was like crash detected. I definitely not tightened those up enough. I thought I did. But what's interesting is, yeah, you have the stopping power. It's gonna stop. But because the bike is the weight that it is at 120 pounds, what's gonna happen is you're gonna wear down those brake pads really, really fast. I guess that's not necessarily a negative thing. I would like to see more bikes use some type of motor braking on a lot of these bikes. There's a lot of things that go into a bike or a motorcycle when you're talking about weight. You know, there's a lot of physics behind it. So with a 120-pound bike, you're gonna need good braking. You're gonna need good suspension. Now the suspension on this, the dual suspension in the back, is not really adjustable. It's just dual coil spring suspension, and then your front suspension has compression and rebound, or preload. So that's good. You're gonna need that because of all of that weight shifting forward here when you're hitting those front brakes. That being said, the suspension works well. I don't think I have a camera up there so you can see it, but I mean this, I just, see what I do? I naturally squeeze the tank because I ride motorcycles. So when you're looking at the side picture of this, you're saying, you know what, that is a nice gas tank. You and I both know it's not a gas tank, right? It's a battery. It's a 26 amp hour battery. Now they make a 35, and they didn't tell me to mention this, but I want to mention this. Because I was like, why didn't you send me the 35? Or why don't you let me buy the 35? We don't have any. Okay, you got 26s. So when I go to do the review, I'm just confirming some of the details. They said, hey, we don't have any more 26s, we only got 35s. Yo, you serious? Come on now. What? why didn't you, okay, so, and that's gonna make a world of difference, because this has got 1250 watt hours. You know, it comes with a 3 amp charger, so it's 8 to 9 hours from completely dead to 100%. 35 is obviously gonna be more, it's gonna be 10. But I wanted the 35 because I was gonna truly ride this. As you can see, I am going as far as possible to test the limitations of what this battery can take us, right? We're not, you know, overdoing the motors, 20 miles per hour, but I wanna see how far we can go. We're at 10 miles already. 43 to 56 miles is what they're advertising you're gonna get with the 26. 35? I don't know, because I don't have one. We're going off-road because we have tires for this and the suspension. So we're gonna see where this takes us. Holy sugar, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my God, those are big ass birds. So now off-road is no problem at all. Right, we are moving. Oh yeah. Ho ho ho! Speed bumps and everything, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get it. Probably do like a soft ride before you do a fast ride down some trails, Jay. Not with these tires. You know, they label these as moped tires. I have never been on a moped that had knobby tires, just putting it out there. This thing moves, man. I don't know if I'd recommend to do what I'm doing, going off-road with a 120-pound bike, but it could definitely do it. There's a company that's making bikes like this, and they're like $9,000. Obviously, it's a much more techy version. Land tank, land something. Whatever, it's land something. You would look it up. But they sell something similar to this that's street legal. Here's the thing. I feel like it's the same frame as this. I wonder how just rear motor would do off-road. Because this is gonna tax the hell out of the battery. You see people out here with side-by-sides or something. Listen, if I get attacked by a gator, I got it on footage. I'm gonna go through some mud. Yep, no problem. I don't even know where this goes, but I can tell you this, we're doing it. And I don't do this, right? You've seen other reviews on this channel. Oh my God, that looks like I am not gonna get out, but I'm doing it. I have faith. I literally have faith in these tires. That is like swamp mud. Look at this, look at this. Look at this. What? Come on now, what do we, look at this. Yo, it is a little bit clunky off-road. I feel like I've gone too far at this point. Yep, I have gone too far. Oh my God, have I gone too far? Yep. Yes. Yep. It is gonna take some of that weight off. There we go. Oh my God, bro, yo, what are we talking about right now? I'm doing it, bro. I'm not gonna, look at all this mud. I'm not stopping, dude. Oh, I'm stopping. What is that, a deer carcass? What is that, are those stones? What is that? Okay, moving on. You know when people type, I even do this, full send? This is a full send, man. This is off-road. Show me what you're working with. And again, this company is not promoting what I'm doing. You give me knobby tires, I'm going knobby. I'm telling you, you give me a dirt bike or a quad with that? No, give me a dirt bike, I'm fine. I don't need no quad. It's like driving a car off-road. Still no problem, look at this, full throttle. Nothing, man. And they do not tell you to do this with this bike. This is something, I'm loving this bike. I am so muddy right now, but I am loving this thing. And this is why you're gonna want a bigger battery, right? Because if you're gonna do what I just did, that destroyed the battery, by the way. Well, it brought us down to 65, but I honestly feel like they say you could do 40 miles on this with this battery. I agree. Do you hear that? Listen, 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 listen. Shh, 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 shh. Listen, listen. Let me do this. Let's turn on just the front. Just listen. If we could stop the cars. All right, we got rear on. Just listen to the motor in the rear. Now, you hear it? It sounds like a Tesla. I don't know if the mic is picking us up. Hopefully I could use the mic from something else. Listen. I don't think it's picking it up. Listen to the motor. Not yet. Not yet. Now, it's got that high-pitched whine. Oh, it sounds so good. So final conclusions. Lots of pros, man, not a lot of cons. Now, you know me, in a lot of my other videos, if I got cons, I got issues, I'm gonna let you know. The thing is with this bike is I did stuff on this bike. I tortured this bike. And it's not because they were like, hey, do it, because the weight alone says don't take this off-road. The tires, on the other hand, said go off-road. So I think that's a huge plus. There are a lot of pluses with this, aside from this battery being the worst battery that they sell, not the 35, you have a key ignition, right? You can shut it off, turn it on, all with a key. You can't start it, so if I shut this off right now, that shuts that off, right? You can't turn this back on. You can use your brakes, use everything else, but essentially your controller's off. This is nice. You know, this is something that I feel like is overshot or overlooked on a lot of companies, and it's nice. It's nice to just be able to have an ignition, right? It gives you that sense of security. Even though it's false, it still gives you one. You have pedals. If they want to steal it, they're going to steal it. Then you have the display. It shows real-time wattage. And then the way it delivers power is probably the biggest pro of this bike. Another pro is the pedals, right? It looks like a motorcycle, kind of rides like one with shitty suspension, but it rides like one, but you have pedals, so you don't have to worry about a cop saying, you know what, that's a Saran. Well, first off, you're not gonna confuse this with a Saran, but you could easily pedal this home. So that's also nice as well. Dude, as far as negatives, the only thing I really have as a negative is taking this out of the box and putting it together is a lot of work. I mean, there is a lot of parts to this. It looks nice once it's all done. Just put it together, you're gonna need an extra set of hands. Just keep in mind there's a lot of weight to move around and a lot of different parts that are not put together. That's one. The other one is the brakes. It's not a negative that it doesn't stop. You see it stops, right? Grip crank, right? You see it stops. It's just that they're gonna wear down. Throw in some extra pads or something, you know, because you're gonna go through them. So if you do get this bike, which I recommend you do, it is $1,700. It is honestly, in my opinion, I'm trying not to use keywords like best, one of the most ridiculously fun off-road e-bikes that you would not think that you could do with what you have. Use the link in the description. There'll be a discount code. I'll get a cut. It does not support the channel. It puts money in my pocket so I can buy more toys to do reviews on. But it's a fantastic bike, man. I mean, you see it right now, how it's bringing down the power, pedal assist too. It's just balancing it out. I don't know if other controllers do that because I don't usually have a display that shows that. Let's just rip this. Let's just go on and get this. Oh, love this bike. If I had to rate this bike on a 0 to 10, I'd honestly give it like an 8.5. And I'm not a guy that rates things high. 8.5, easy 8.5. 15 miles, 44%. So, that being said, do I think we could get 40 miles on the low end, all throttle? You'd be pushing it, but yes. If you stop the bike and you let the battery cool down, that percentage is gonna go up. So I think you could probably get 45 to 50 miles. Anything past that is gonna be pedal assist, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're anything above the size of a dwarf, you're not gonna be able to pedal this. You have to have really short legs, short upper body, basically built like the top side of a bowling pin, and you'll be good to pedal this. Other than that, just forget it. They're there for decoration. It's a place for you to put your feet perpendicular to each other. It's a fantastic bike, man. Even though they're not street tires, it handles well, man. Like, it just handles good. God, this bike is dirty. What's really nice is this little storage section here. So you want to like go out, go get a couple cartons of cigarettes, some eggs. You might even be able to fit like a half a gallon of milk in there. Yeah, you definitely could. The amount of fun I had on this bike. Been a long time, man. And there you go. So we're at 37% battery life. We did a total of 15.5 miles. Big stretch. Obviously, if we let this cool down, fire it back up, you'll see there that it's already going up to 40%. But real quick, I want to show you because someone's going to ask how to access the menu. You're going to press the up and the down together. That's going to pull up your info, and then you're able to adjust the brightness of the screen. Standby, that's to when it shuts down. Imperial and metric, speed limit, top is 38. Wheel size, MO, M1, odometer clear, and then back to info. You hold those two down, or you can make it real simple. Just flip that off. Stay beautiful.